Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guest is this incredible actress known by the name of Natalie Holt, who's going to be in this Danny Phantom live action fan film series coming very soon. So I'm about to add Natalie into the live now to have a chat with Natalie. So yeah, let's add Natalie in and have a chat with Natalie. Hi Natalie.
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Uh, First up, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come onto my show. It's such a pleasure having you on. To people that don't know who you are, Natalie, if you can give a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Yeah, sure. So I am an actress. I am based in Los Angeles, California. I'm also a singer and a dancer and a pianist, and I also do archery. So I do a lot. But yeah, I do a lot of musical theater as well as film and TV. So yeah, it's a little bit about me.
Awesome. So we'll dive
And
right
thank
into
you
the
so
very
much for having me, by the way. I forgot to
You're
mention
very welcome.
that.
You're very welcome. So we'll dive right into the very first question now, Natalie. So for my very first question, so you're actually in this fan film series coming very soon of a live action Danny Phantom. Like, how does that make you feel being in this live action of Danny Phantom as the role of Jazz?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Like I grew up watching Danny Phantom and had a little bit of a crush on Danny, and not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure most girls my age did. But yeah, it's such a great show. And you know, the cartoons of that era were like amazing. So, the Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom and that kind of artwork is just so wonderful. So, getting to be a part of it, I just love it. The nostalgia factor is 100% there, and not to mention KG Productions did an incredible job with this. If you haven't seen, I'll give her a little shout out to their Teen Titans fan film that they're also doing. The special effects, the amount of value that they've put into their productions is incredible. So the fact that I get to be a part of one of their shows it's amazing.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So when you first got casted in the role of Jazz for the Danny Phantom live action, so what were your emotions like feeling at the very time when you got casted in the role?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. So I was like, oh, I can totally play that character. I love how like sassy and just kind of over it. She's completely over her parents, and their ghost hunting hobbies. And she's a typical teenager, but she really loves and cares about her family. So I love bringing that to the forefront as well, of her just being a teen girl who loves her friends, is over her parents, but also loves her family and loves Danny as well. So I was super excited. I also love to do a lot of other character stuff. And if you guys check out my Instagram at Natalie Ann Holt, that's Ann with an E at the end, you'll see a lot of other stuff that I get to not necessarily cosplay, but I actually get to make money by doing all of this kind of stuff. So that's really nice. So yes, I really do love to play cartoon characters.
So on to our very next question. So if your version of Jazz for the Danny Phantom could have any like favorite memorable moment, what would you like to see from Jazz and why?
Yeah, I would love to have Jazz have that moment where she sees Danny go ghost for the first time. I think it's such an important moment for their relationship where she really gets to see, oh my gosh, this is what's been going on with my little brother this whole time, and I never knew. And she just cares so much. She wants to see if he's okay, what's going on. She wants to be in on everything. So maybe in the future we'll get to have that scene in there. But yeah, I'd love to do that.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So why do you think people should watch the live action of Danny Phantom? Like, what makes Danny Phantom the live action different from the cartoon?
Oh my gosh. Well, the cartoon is iconic, first of all, and we are really paying an homage to that. So trying to bring it to life with an incredible cast, an incredible crew and production team, and amazing special effects. So those are all wonderful reasons to watch it. Every single person in the cast is incredibly talented, and I had so much fun getting to work with them. So yeah, you should definitely tune in.
So on to the very next question. So as you mentioned, you're a musician singer. How long have you been pursuing singing for, and like what made you want to decide you wanted to get into singing?
Yeah, so I've been singing pretty much as soon as I could talk. I've, been singing since I was very young, got into children's choir and things like that. Didn't really start taking lessons until I was 10. And then I've been singing ever since. I've been doing musical theater, regionally, national tours. I've sung on cruise lines. I've sung at Disneyland. So I've gotten to sing all over the place. And it's just something that I feel like I'm okay at, I'm relatively decent at, and if it's something that I really enjoy doing and I can make money at it, that's amazing. So getting to be able to do all of that and getting trained classically as well as in musical theater and pop styles, being able to do that is just the best thing I could ever ask for.
So on to the very next question. So you are also a dancer. What made you decide that you wanted to get into dancing in the first place?
Well, my mom actually put me in dance when I was like 2 years old. So I didn't feel like I had as much choice in the matter at that time, but I've loved it ever since. I studied ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, ballet, or points, contemporary musical theater. I've studied so many different styles, and it's so much fun to be able to communicate with your movements and to, as an actor as well and as a singer, being able to draw off the audience and to be able to do things or say things in a certain way or with certain emotions in order to elicit a response and to make the audience feel a certain way just brings so much power to that. So being able to dance, and of course, I played Kathy in Singing in the Rain, so getting to dance and do really fun shows like that has been amazing.
So on to the very next question. So who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently. I don't know if I actually have like a specific person, but I have some amazing actors that I definitely look up to. As far as Broadway goes, I love Megan Hilty and Kristen Chenoweth and Laura Osnes and people like that. Actually, Cinderella was the first Broadway show that I ever got to see in person. And I saw Laura Osnes as Cinderella. And I was like, I want to be you. So those kind of people that I could realistically follow in their footsteps are people I highly admire and look up to. And then, of course, there's incredible actors that have amazing talent like James McAvoy and people like that I just really admire from an actor's perspective. And so for me as an actor, getting to watch different films and musicals and plays and getting to study other actors and their work, that's what really keeps me going. It's so inspirational to watch other actors who are masters of their craft.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So what have you learned about yourself as a person, like especially during COVID?
Oh, goodness. So much. I mean, I've had so much time to spend with myself during COVID, as we all have. Wow. It's actually been, in many ways, it's been one of the best things that's happened to me. I really got to take a moment to take a break and to work on a lot of projects that I hadn't had time for. Before COVID, I had 2 jobs. I was working at Universal Studios, which hopefully I'll be back there soon. It just reopened. Hopefully I'll be called back soon. But I was also working on a Tyra Banks show called Modelland in Santa Monica. I'm working with Tyra Banks, and that was amazing. And then as soon as COVID hit, got fired from that, got furloughed from Universal, and just had to take a break and come back to home base. And so, yeah, it was a really good time where I got to read a lot. I got to do a lot of research and work on honing my skills, as well as, growing as a person and getting those projects done. So, yeah.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So what does performing music mean to you as an artist?
Oh, I love it. I mean, anytime I'm at home, I'm playing my piano, I'm singing, I'm learning new songs. I love how performing music, the way music brings out emotions from you and then you add lyrics to that, it can really just bring so much more life to something than just simply saying words, like if you're just doing a play. So being able to perform with music and being able to sing, I think really adds a whole nother level to performing, and also having the skill to not only focus on how you're acting but on also the singing at the same time. It adds another ball game too, which is so fun.
So on to our very next question. So if you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
Anything on the CW, honestly. I love the CW. I love Riverdale. I love all the DC shows. I'm an Archer, so Green Arrow was a show I loved. Love The Flash, and I love how they use a lot of Broadway actors on their shows too.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, that'd be so much fun to get to do that. And they always have these, fun little musical numbers that they'll pepper into a season. But yeah, the shows have so much drama and all the characters make the worst decisions. And you're just like, this is such a guilty pleasure show to watch. So yeah, anything on the CW.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So what are the challenges into the acting industry, and how do you get through those hard challenges as an actor?
Well, if I didn't love my job so much, I probably wouldn't be an actor. Which I think is true of anyone in any job. There are a lot of challenges. It's very hard. I mean, I spend my days when I'm not doing a gig or I'm not in a class or anything like that. I am on my computer submitting to auditions, working on auditions, researching. I am contacting people. It's almost two full-time jobs. It's a lot of administrative work on top of the actual doing the job and being an actor. So until I get to the point where I have enough money to have my own publicist and all of those things to make my life easier, I've got to do all of that. And you have to love the process. I actually really enjoy memorizing lines. I'm memorizing lines when I'm vacuuming the house. I'm memorizing lines when I'm out running. So it's being able to multitask and do those things. And it's really good. So all those hurdles, you just have to be super persistent. And the consistency is really what gets you through.
Awesome. So on to our very last question. So what's next for you, for the rest of 2021, project-wise, that you would like to announce on the show?
Well, I don't have anything that I can announce yet, but I'm definitely auditioning for some great projects. Hopefully I'll be back at Universal Studios soon, back in my regular job, and that will be really fun as well. And yeah, so got a lot of good stuff coming up. You guys will see.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Natalie, for taking the time to come onto my show. It's been such a pleasure having you on. To people that haven't seen Natalie's work, definitely go support Natalie. Give Natalie the amazing and incredible support. Also, definitely go check out the Danny Fanfilm live action coming very soon with Natalie as Jazz. So definitely go check out that. Anyone else final thoughts that you'd like to say to people on the show?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow me at Natalie and Holt. You can also find me on IMDb and my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much.